Today on the Morning Edition, in the case of 25 dogs found dead on a property in the Matsu, charges have been filed. But in a community that has so many dog kennels and a love for dogs, it has many community members demanding answers on what could have been done better. We'll bring you the latest in our continuing coverage of this case. Plus, one woman is turning her experience from her battle with cancer into a guiding light for others, creating a resource that all can use. We'll share the story of Amanda Kramer and show you what she's doing to help others. And later, a massive two-story tall wooden construction is going up at the Museum of Danish America from a world-renowned artist. We'll show you a sneak peek of the new exhibit and how it came together as the Morning Edition starts now. Good Friday morning, everyone. We made it to the end of the work week. That statue is pretty cool. I feel like we've seen some of the work from that artist before. It's so whimsical.
I tell you, when it comes to humans and our creativity, it's just, it knows no bounds, really. It's pretty incredible to see what we can do.
So it's been a pretty gloomy week. Aaron, is there any chance of sunshine or anything over the weekend?
There actually is.
Yay.
As we welcome in the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we will see some sunshine breaks across South Central. But of course, today we are still holding on to those overcast skies. We are still holding on to that heaviest rainfall out towards coastal areas as well as locations west of the Parks Highway. Inland areas, like we've been talking about the last couple of days, will fare a lot drier, but we did see some showery weather that moved through the overnight hours. We're currently sitting at 38 degrees, and our winds have still been quite gusty across South Central, anywhere from about 20 to nearly 40 miles per hour. And you can see this morning as you head out the door, pretty much what we saw yesterday. We've got that widespread activity out towards coastal areas of South Central, more so towards Prince William Sound, locations west of the Parks Highway, seeing that better chance for some rain. And then notice inland locations from Anchorage and lower parts of the valley. We're seeing some light showers like we did see yesterday morning, and then those will fizzle out into the afternoon, and then we'll see another round of some rain arriving as we head into the night. But there is that flood watch that remains in effect until 11 a.m. tomorrow for areas of the Susitna Valley, primarily west of the Parks Highway. This is for an additional 1 to 2 inches of rainfall, and this is going to lead to that rain along with snowmelt leading to the flooding of creeks, streams, as well as some low-lying and flood-prone areas. So be mindful of that into the weekend, particularly in areas of the Susitna Valley where we're still holding on to that frozen ground. As far as what we've seen so far over the last 24 hours, heaviest rain has been situated across western parts of Prince William Sound and southern parts of the Kenai. Over an inch of rain in Seward, over 2 inches in Portage, and you can see inland areas where we've been dealing with that rain shadow, just a few hundredths of an inch to nearly 1/4 of an inch of rainfall. But we will add on to that as we head into the evening hours, as well as warmer conditions continuing to stay with us across the state. And we are also watching another strong storm that's going to build into the Aleutians. I'll have more on all of that in that 7-day forecast coming up.
In our continuing coverage of the tragic case in the Matsu, where 25 dogs were found dead at a property in the Caswell Lakes area last week, community members are now looking for accountability from the borough now that charges have been made. Joe Allgood has the latest on the situation as it continues to evolve.
In a community where dog kennels are so common, the case of the Caswell 25 has struck a chord with many community members who are voicing those concerns to the borough.
Obviously, that's at one of the hearts of the mushing community here in the Matsu, and not too far from where the Caswell case occurred.
The case of the Caswell 25, as many have come to call them, has incited widespread outcry all across the borough, including at Thursday's meeting.
We have not seen this type of a response. I mean, this is a pretty unusual case, just because of the scale of it. And certainly, I mean, we're seeing responses even from outside the borough, outside the state of Alaska.
Since the discovery of the dogs, the borough announced an independent investigation. They say that will begin in earnest next week.
We have identified an investigator from outside the borough that will be supporting and helping to lead that effort.
As for Woody, the lone survivor found on the property,
last report I had, he had gained weight and was recovering well.
Alyssa Boozer, one of the people who alerted the borough to the case, said she was happy to hear about the arrest and the charges.
It doesn't undo what happened, but there are consequences to Misty's actions.
But many, like kennel owner Kathleen Franklin, said the case exposed gaps in enforcement.
So what they have to do is look at how are they monitoring complaints. I heard from people saying, hey, I would call in, they'd claim they had no records of my complaints. So there's a failure there. There needs to be some accountability.
And initially we knew of 26 total dogs, but Thursday we were informed of a 27th.
And that dog was not left at the kennel with the other dogs. So we're just really happy that Birdie was found and that she's safe now.
The 27th dog in this case is now at the Borough Animal Shelter and is healthy, according to Brown. We'll continue to follow this case and keep you updated. Joe Allgood, Alaska's news source.
Misty Reeder has been charged with 26 counts of felony animal cruelty following the discovery of the 26 dogs. She was arraigned yesterday and her next court appearance is set for May 4th. The borough manager says the results of the independent review will be made public. A search is on to find the family of a person found dead off the side of College Road in Fairbanks. The body was found on April 14th after it was uncovered by melting snow. Alaska State Troopers responded to the call. The person has been identified according to troopers who say he was from out of state and has not been reported missing.
We don't have an exact time frame because we don't know when he got into Alaska or how long he was here. But based on the fact that he was under the snow, he'd been there for a while. We've been trying different avenues. They're currently working on another one right now, but as of now, we have not been able to locate his next of kin.
The Fairbanks police chief says the department often has trouble finding family in situations like this because an individual was either disconnected from their family or was hiding or wasn't close with anyone. We also learned that a man was found dead outside of a gas station in Fairbanks early Tuesday morning. According to the police report, witnesses at the scene saw two people, a man and a woman, near the deceased man. They said they were trying to wake him up. And they left the area before emergency services arrived. The deceased has been identified as Shane John Ludwig, and next of kin has been notified. There were no obvious injuries, and Fairbanks police are awaiting autopsy results. FPD would like to speak with the man and woman who left before they arrived. You're asked to contact FPD Investigations if you have any information on the case. Meantime, the governor's choice for the Alaska Police Standards Council faced questions about her social media posts Wednesday in the Senate Judiciary Committee. Veronica Lamberson defended conspiracy theories about the Holocaust and blood harvesting from children and the January 6th insurrection in the U.S. Capitol. This was the second confirmation hearing, and Chair Senator Matt Clayman asked about some of Lamberson's social media posts.
These were posts that were identified as being posted from on your Facebook or something else on social media. But I guess the question I have is, do you believe that the Holocaust, that when 6 million Jews were killed, actually occurred, or do you think that's fiction?
Do I believe something happened at the Holocaust and a tragedy and a lot of people died? Yes, I believe that actually happened. Are we being told the true story about it all? No, I don't believe we're being told the true story about it all.
What do you believe is the true story?
That I don't know yet.
You can read more about this story about Victoria Lambertson and her social media posts on our website and mobile app. A woman is using her experiences with cancer to help others that are facing similar struggles. Jace Bertrand tells us how Amanda Kramer is turning her story of resilience and recovery into a resource for others.
I got my diagnosis August 2024 and did a year and a half of fighting from the most aggressive chemotherapy science has invented to radiation, to surgery, and a year of immunotherapy.
Amanda Kramer says she didn't know how to react when she was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer.
I was handed a 200-page packet and told to read it in the midst of getting ready for my cancer battle. And I was terrified to go on forums because those go from helpful to hurtful in one post, and they're not searchable, not organized. After a few months of me realizing this resource isn't there for anyone, I decided to create it.
Using the experiences she gained while battling cancer, Kramer says she went to work developing the Cancer Wisdom Library, a website dedicated to allowing those who have fought or are currently fighting to share their stories.
I was sitting in a cancer hospital for 7 months looking into the eyes of a lot of people who are hurting and very fearful, and couldn't help but reflect on those moments of these folks who are fighting cancer right now have so much wisdom because they've walked the road.
A resource designed for those fighting cancer, as well as their loved ones.
I think for families of those who have watched their loved ones going through cancer, they know that there's a legacy in that piece of what has been gone through that someone else can find hope and support from.
From different phases of one's cancer journey to individualized sections on specific types of cancer, Kramer says the website is designed to give people the support they need when they need it.
It has been, I think, the best and most humbling experience of my life, because my peers, fellow cancer survivors and caregivers, I've gotten hugs, I've gotten overwhelming support from the Alaska community. I'm a lifelong Alaskan. And this resource was so desperately needed. Cancer happens between doctors' visits too, and they can't be there for every single question, but the Wisdom Library can be.
Jace Bertrand, Alaska's news source.
Still ahead today on the Morning Edition, the statewide Inupiac Spelling Bee has a champion. We'll introduce you to the 7th grader that won it all. Just ahead.
And we're still holding on to that active weather across South Central. Inland locations, we'll see our best chance for rain into the evening. I'll have more on that. But first at sunrise, 6:10 in Anchorage, 5:18 in Inupiac. Their full forecast is next.
And welcome back in on this Friday morning. We are finally looking forward to some sunshine, Aaron.
Yeah, as we head into the weekend, we will see some sunshine breaks returning to South Central. Of course, Tuesday was still our nicest day that we've seen so far this week. And as far as the rain showers that we've been holding on to for inland locations, it's kind of been hit or miss. Now, as you head out towards the pass, this is near Summit Lake, over the last about 18 hours, we have seen those showers as well as wintry mix kind of come and go into the evening hours. We saw rain transitioning into a wintry mix, if not some light snow showers. You can see a wet road this morning as you are waking up. So we're still holding on to some of that ongoing localized areas of wintry mix, particularly through the pass and some of those higher elevations. Even out towards Valdez this morning in Thompson Pass, we could see some light areas of snow showers, if not a wintry mix, before those temperatures warm and we see that transition back to some rain. There's our area of low pressure. As you head out towards the Bering Sea, that continues to make its journey north, still holding on to some localized areas of wintry mix and rain showers as you head across western Alaska. But of course, most of the activity continues to be across South Central, where we've seen the bulk of the precip falling through coastal areas. Now, winds have been steadily dying down as the system is weakening and it moves northward, but we're still seeing gusts up to 25 in Gamble, 30-mile-per-hour winds in Glen Allen. Now, locally for South Central, we're also seeing some gusty winds as you head into the valley, Wasilla, as well as Palmer, seeing those winds about 20 to 40 miles per hour as you head out towards western parts of Prince William Sound, where we're seeing some of that heavier rainfall. You can see those gustier winds that we have been dealing with. Portage, again, up to 40-mile-per-hour winds. Vast majority of South Central will see those winds of about 20 to 30 miles per hour sticking around as we head through the rest of the day. So watching coastal areas as well as locations west of Prince William Sound. Notice that rain shadow that we've got for inland areas of South Central. Now, we can't rule out a light chance for the rain this morning, but we dry out into the afternoon hours. And due to the dry nature that we will see, as well as that rain shadow for the first part of the day, we could see the occasional break in the clouds, allowing for some sunshine to peek through, but largely expecting mostly cloudy to overcast skies. Then as we head into the evening hours, we'll see a band of some showers pushing into inland areas of South Central. This will bring our best shot of seeing some rain for Anchorage, western parts of the Kenai, and into lower parts of the valley. But there it is Saturday, largely on the dry side. Can't rule out some isolated to scattered activity as we welcome in the evening hours, but the weekend trending a lot drier compared to what we have been dealing with. And then as we welcome in Sunday evening on into next week, well, we've got more rain that's going to be heading our way as this active weather pattern is set to stay with us to close out April. So again, heaviest activity staying confined to Prince William Sound, as well as locations west of the Parks Highway. This will come in the form of rain and snow melt, which will lead to that flooding potential. You can see where that rain shadow is. We'll see a few hundredths of an inch to just shy of about 4/10 of an inch of additional rainfall. And that kind of tapers off, as you see, as we welcome in the weekend. So enjoy those sunshine breaks we will see as we welcome in your Saturday, because there it is next week. You can see that rainfall ramping right back up for a good portion of South Central. Temperature still chasing 50. Some locations today could hit it, but largely expected to hold on to highs in the mid to upper 40s. Overnight lows in the 30s.
All right, thanks, Aaron. A 7th grader in Unalakleet just won the statewide Inupiac spelling bee. Danny Tompkins has the story of how she got there and what this win means.
Misiksuk. It means they jumped. Other students at this year's statewide Inupiac spelling bee got this word wrong, except one 7th grader from Unalakleet. But there's more to this story. Only about 1 in 4 people in Unalakleet still speak Inupiac, according to Terry Penupchuk, the bilingual teacher at Unalakleet School. Terry said many families stopped passing down the language.
What I feel important is that we're saving our language and our kids are learning it and they're becoming more proud of being able to speak it.
Terry is also the Inupiac spelling bee coach, still learning the language alongside her students.
Inupiac spelling bee is helping me learn how to sound out the words and to learn with the kids. That's probably my favorite part.
This was the first year Unalakleet would participate. 7th grader Annabeth Huntington said storms forced the competition to be virtual.
But it was still pretty exciting.
Annabeth took home the title of champion.
I was excited to tell both of my parents that I won.
What she didn't mention, her mom witnessed the whole thing.
My mom was actually the one giving out the words after the spelling bee. She was fairly proud.
Her mother is the district's director of cultural integration and has spoken Inupiac since she was a child. Terry says that is what the spelling bee is all about.
And I love the feeling that I know we're working hard to get our culture back.
In Inupiac, Misiksuk means they jumped. In Unalakleet, they're just getting started. Danny Tompkins, Alaska's news source.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. Click subscribe so you can get the latest podcasts from Alaska's news source automatically. And stay up to date with breaking news and in-depth reporting. Available for free 24/7 with the Alaska's news source app.